Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. Here we are. Happy Friday to you, Ramon. We are off for one day tomorrow. So we hope you guys
I need the day. I need the day off this week. Okay, go ahead.
Ramon's sleepy this time. But we hope you come back and join us here on Wednesday. Looks like Ron crushed the books again. Team Steam had another great day. Latifa totally hates Atlanta as much as the Ottawa Senators at this point in your life. So yeah, it looks like a lot of folks had a nice weekend. So yeah, I mean, Latifa almost got your big old parlay there that you put in the Discord. Yeah, Braves ruining it again.
Oh, okay. I was thought you guys were hedging that or something. I was watching the conversation there. Thought you're going to hedge that last leg, put a little bet down on the Braves. Make sure you get cash
on the Cubbies.
Well,
yeah,
I'm just I'm just an earner out here. I don't go for the big. I mean, we all want the big score, but I always want to profit. Good morning to you and to our chat. Welcome to the Morning Steam with the Midwest's premier sports handicapper. That is Mindy Hahne, the M representing the Mariners. That how they have a they have a Triton, in their home run, right? The guy you got to carry. Do you see that thing? I mean, if they fall, somebody's going to get hurt. Right. I mean, the Mariners home run prop is dangerous.
It is. That's right. I was hoping that maybe it was like a plastic Halloween one, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
They don't have to use it too often.
That is true. They only weigh 170 pounds on that team.
Yeah.
Well, look at him still beating the Angels, though, yesterday. But it was, Crawford that hit it out, I think. No, Teoscar hit it out.
Well, you had...
a little bit more hefty. He can get behind the ball a little bit.
Talk about the winners. You had the under as a premium winner in that game. I gave it out on the air, and you already had it. And
that's right. Copying off of Ramon. That's my strategy.
Mindy's still hammering these totals. We'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com and take a look because it was about Mindy and Team Steam and a few others. But great job, Mindy, yesterday to pick us up. There was one point where, I was struggling a little bit there after my mishap. And at one point in the show, I think I sat there and couldn't, my tongue was stuck or something, and I couldn't say anything for like 20 seconds. Hello to everyone. Get you in the chat and say hello for our show and show you how to make sure to get in touch with us. So tomorrow, hopefully for some more winners, because we are on a pretty good roll right now, still hot with Team Steam with you guys. Okay, there's Ron, got those check marks.
I know.
Today.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it's like 4 or 5 days in a row now.
Everybody got caught there with the Braves, I guess. JD, if you can. Remember I said Keuchel may have a good outing. Of course, it was. We did have the under in that game on the show. I mean, he was close, but I think we got that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then Latifa's here. Thank you, Latifa, for reaching out and your concern for me. That made me feel good. And everyone who has kind of teased me a little bit, but it is one thing I've learned, and I've had some things, where I've done shows and lots of people watch. I mean, I'm not saying that this is the biggest deal in my life, even though it is. Now it's developed into that. After all these years, I've done my prep coverage in my hometown and done shows with but to have live viewers and have, I don't know, like 100 of you sitting around waiting and not worrying about me necessarily. You want the show. And so there's a tremendous responsibility that comes with that. And I take it very seriously. And thank everybody for sticking around. And, the show still got viewed nearly as many times. And I'm sure even though I put Mindy on an hour delay, she was happy that the show was only an hour long.
That's right. Good one, Ramon. Good one.
Who's washing their clothes? What are you guys doing here?
Ron must have been up all night watching baseball and washing clothes, huh?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I watched the
I
Women's
mean,
World
you
Cup.
got to take advantage of it after you run your business, after you gamble. Then you got to do your, your day-to-day stuff, I guess.
Ray Otachi, hello today. We can actually say hello to some people.
That's funny. It said Morn, and I thought it said Mom. I'm like, what?
So we had England advance. It took penalty kicks. And then gave this one out in the Discord. Hopefully everyone was there. Gave it out about 5 or 6 hours before, but it was the middle of the night still. But Australia just advanced with a win over Denmark in the Women's World Cup. Hello to Dre. I'm here. Jerry Norris is here. Scotch and his Cubbies.
I know everyone was worried about Ramon. I was worried because I was like, not answering my calls.
I said going into that game with the U.S., I said, this game time is not a great time. Okay, Omar, hello. Oh, we're here. I hope Omar's here. He says we're not getting video. We're up, bro, Mindy. I think we got 40 here. So let's go over to the website and take a look at who did what and then get into the picks. We only have baseball today unless anybody wants to come up with something. Come up with some sports. Bionic, hello. Solo, hello. Our Tomps is here. Anthony Mule as well. As soon as Latifa, when she came in, made sure I was there. Phillies were down 3-0. They got all those runs back in the bottom of the inning. And Fernando. All right. Hey, Tony Coca is here. I want to say hello and welcome.
Yeah, thank you. For sure.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
Mindy, maybe, we could share some details. I mean, here on Tony's, we're going to promote our sales on the website. But if you have a little tip for Mindy.
I mean, I always
let me put the Discord so that we know how to reach you. I mean, I know we could easily reach in X or whatever it's called. I mean, you still got to type Twitter into the browser. I think your name's still Twitter, but let me put the Discord in there. That way, if Tony does want to just communicate a little bit, send a coffee or maybe a little something extra.
Exactly.
I think and buying the picks also a nice way to take care of Mindy. Or don't forget our picks tomorrow. And one thing I'm going to talk about here in just a second. So thanks, Anthony. I don't add up the. I did Tony's show, and I had a pretty good day yesterday, Mindy, on those picks. So I think that was one thing. And again, I'm not ever going to blame. That's one of my responsibilities. Let Tony get some R&R, but I did do his show yesterday. That the day of the mishap there, so maybe that added to my fatigue. Tony can whip that thing out. We see him for a half an hour. He has to research it, write the script. It's a Tony's half-hour preview is a work. I mean, it's not like you just turn the thing on and reel off a half an hour of the way Tony does it. Believe me, it takes me longer, obviously, to do the way Tony does it. But hello to Rose City Soul coming to us from the network. Martin Solano here. All right, we're going to go over to Tony'sPicks.com. I think we've said hello to everyone.
Yeah, it is hard for me to get used to that X for Twitter for sure.
All right, Mindy, over there, some of your picks. You were banging the totals again. There's morning steam on
just stick with it. It's working for me right now. So,
well, I guess if I can add I don't know. Can I add 11 and 4 in those video baseball picks? I don't know, but there you are, 5 and 2. So between our picks with Team Steam, 6 and 3 right there. Great job. And Mindy, your picks 5 and 2, 11 and 5 yesterday. Add that into a pretty good run right now. There's Tim Irwin 2-0. Tony T, another winning day. He's been hot so far this month. Hollywood Sam, couple of wins. Nick Lagaretos, 3-1, and some other winners over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Whoa, 30-13 in the last 7 days. No wonder he was talking about picking up your 3-day pass and sending you a tip.
Right. I appreciate that.
New boy, hello.
So we got new boy and hot boy. Are they related, do we think?
I don't know, you didn't notice that before. Yeah, they've been.
No, I didn't know we had a new boy and a hot boy.
Yeah, no, we did. You're usually all over this with the chat.
I know.
We've had them hanging out here together for a little bit. So just talk about what Tony was saying.
Yeah.
Bought a 3-day. I don't know which days they were, but you're 30-13, Mindy, over the last 7 days. Yesterday, crushing the totals again. Pirates Brewers under. Rockies Cardinals under. White Sox Guardians under. I'm noticing a theme here. Mariners Angels under. Giants A's over, but 5 winners there. I don't know. Okay, yeah, all total. So great job.
All total.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you just for checking in. No big deal. We're not making you interact, but we just want to single that out because you got Mindy's package, and by golly, look at that record, Mindy. Great job this week. 30-13, and well, look at Morning's team too. What do these things have in common, Mindy? 58 wins, 30 losses. Yeah, I've put my rubber stamp on.
That's right.
28 wins.
Seal of approval.
Ben, 19-19 for plus 691 units. Get your money's worth on these with Ben, certainly. All right. And don't forget our premium picks. Mindy and I are going to have premium picks in Major League Baseball today. But first, we're going to give you a bunch of free complimentary winners here on the show. You can go over to Tony's Picks and get the premium pick packages there for the action on Monday. Tony T has a 3-pack up right now, and so does Ben Ruhala. And Hollywood Sam has a best bet, and so does Tony T. So more packages are coming. Mindy and I will get ours up there. We want to see what each other has as we get rolling here with the show. Let's get it started.
Yeah, we got a little bit more time today. It's not like that starts at 11. It's at 3 my time today. But there is some NASCAR on at noon. There was a rain out yesterday, so I got to watch for my mom. She's quite the NASCAR fan, and she has her drivers that she gets to pick in her pool.
Wow.
So we're ready to go.
I didn't even know that was something that went on over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always on here at this house.
Well, I don't do much.
Because we gamble on it, right? That's why.
Well, right. But I don't do much NASCAR betting, actually. But, I mean, I miss playing DFS being in Nevada. I mean, I always played DFS NASCAR.
I felt like I never had any time for all that, Ramon.
I love that. I miss that tremendously. All right. We'll say, yeah, we've got a full slate of preseason. It's ready to go. I mean, it's off the Thursday night. We're going to be rolling with this stuff, and I'll be there.
Just come on over. Just come on over. Sure, you'll just stop by.
Yeah, for the race today? Okay.
No, my mom does not bet necessarily on sports. So she's in a lot of pools at the American Legion, right? So they got like NASCAR pools. They do all the boards, right? Like, so for whenever like the Huskers play, you get your square, for your touchdowns and all that kind of good stuff. So it's not necessarily, I mean, it's gambling, but not like she's putting it into, DraftKings or something like that. So like this week, they have 40 people in the pool. You get your 40 cars. So you pick out your driver, and that's who you have. And if they win first, you get like $130. If they finish last, you get like $10, that sort of thing. So that's what my mom does. And she also is quite the avid Keno player, if you guys are familiar with Keno. So that's her deal on every Saturday morning.
Okay, get ready for the picks here now.
Oh, Ron is still talking about the Lions, Ramon. The Lions. I see it. They're all, poking me.
They are getting some momentum, certainly being talked
Right.
about.
They still have
All
Jared
right.
Goff as their quarterback, though, right?
Yeah, and, there's been some, a bunch of quarterback changes. So, okay, Padres and Dodgers are going to be a day game here. I guess the schedule makers couldn't do any double headers with these two teams, so they'll spill it over to Monday and a getaway day. That's why it's a day game. Tony Gonsolin on the road here against Seth Lugo. I wonder if the Dodgers are resting players. I see this one now is up to Padres $1.35. The total hasn't dropped, so I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, Seth Lugo hasn't done anything to excite me as a Padres fan, but they are favored here against the Dodgers today for some reason.
Well, I
$1.35.
mean, Lugo in his career has been able to limit the Dodgers. He's held them to, 5 runs and like 16 and a half innings or so. I think he's been steady. He has this better ERA than Gonsolin, that's for sure. Allows less walks, only 1.5 walks per game. Gonsolin, on the other hand, 4.2 walks per 9 innings there. Each give up the same number of home runs. But yeah, I mean, the way I see this, I'm giving the Padres quite a chance here. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Padres here
Well,
today.
good. You were right last time. I didn't know what was going on, so I'm glad the Padres are going to win. I got to have my doubts here at $1.35. I'm not. Don't see any. I don't see any potential. Yet. I mean, it is a day game. It's getaway day, so I'm sure there might be some players resting out of the lineup, but maybe for both teams. I don't know, but $1.35. No chance am I going to be with you. And then again, when I'm not talking down to Mindy, I'm just saying that at $1.35. Look, I want the Padres to win, but I don't trust them as a favorite at all. I mean, it's $1.35. I thought, I thought this game would be a pick, or I don't know what I thought. Dodgers here. Well, we could always also have we could get a league together here. Mindy's already got a ton of leagues. Why not throw another league together? With our teams. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of viewers. I don't know how many we could narrow it down. Not everybody's going to sign up for a fantasy league, but might be willing to see here. Fernando on the Padres with you. Fernando. Berkey's wondering you guys are going to be dabbing the dab there while they're going around in circles. Butterscotch says Dodgers money line. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what it is now, but it's somewhere around 30 out of the last 40. And maybe I do know exactly, and I'm talking it sarcastically because the Dodgers have beaten the Padres about 30 out of the last 40 games, roughly. Yeah, here come the Dodgers a little bit here in the chat, I think. I appreciate what Mindy said. No, the Padres, everybody know, no problem. But again, I think this weekend series, this is where that was where it ended this weekend, Mindy. You needed to, take this series down, and to see the Padres fizzle there yesterday. I gave them out on the show. You gave out the over, so we did give them a double winner with it. But just felt like the Padres are done. That's the one you need to win. You need to beat the Dodgers at home. You can't beat the team that's giving you the most problems. No reason to think you're better than them. So, Padres, what are they going to do? They're going to blow it up. Rich Hill came over and
was Rich Hill?
He was Rich Hill. He was typical Rich Hill. What did he pitch? 3 and a third, 3 and 2. I don't know what he did. All right, you guys. I think Dodgers. Perky's even picking the Dodgers. And he's an OB. He's he's got a Padres avatar
Right,
right
the
there.
Padres logo.
So I'll go over. I almost forgot to make a pick. I'm not going with the Padres. Maybe I'll just bet privately with Mindy's pick and root for the Padres to win. I'm not saying this one's must win because the other ones were must win. All right. Does Latifa like is Manny? I'm sure he's a handsome guy. Is that what Latifa's kind of saying? But
What did she say?
she says she wants to look at Manny Machado. So
Gotcha. Does she mean like take a look or look at his stats? Which one is it?
okay.
I don't know. She'll have to clarify that.
See what I was thinking? I was like, she wants to
Yeah,
look at
I know what
Manny
you were
Machado.
thinking. Yeah.
He's a handsome guy, but I think Manny. I mean, look, Manny. She loves Manny. Okay, I get it. I just don't know if I want him on my team. It just seems like he is not a champion. Good player. I love him. I love watching him defensively. Great as well. So, but I don't know if he's a leader of champions. That's all. That might be what I feel like. All right, Mindy, let's go Padres. You're on Padres. I'm on the over. Everybody got some picks in. I'd love Manny if they could start winning these games. And you know what it's like. And Mindy's and Latifa's got her own things to worry about here with the Phillies and their run here, late season run with Ranger Suarez, $2.15, 9.5 over 20. Woo. 9.5
I feel like
over 20. Wow. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Dude, this total is going through the roof.
It was like at 10, I think, when it opened up here.
Oh, okay.
But I think
okay. I thought okay.
But I think Latifa might be mad at this pick, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Nationals. I'll take them on the run line. Phillies kind of has a little bit of trouble sometimes. The bullpen's kind of been imploding here a little bit. I see a couple things here with the Phillies that I'm a little bit concerned about, even though they did whip up on my Royals team there, which is expected. But it's Washington has just been playing pretty tough, scoring lots of runs, way more than we're used to seeing. They're putting up 4.68 runs per game. Phillies 4.73. So it's really close with what this Nationals team has been doing. So I will go ahead and take the Nationals here on the run line today.
All right, Mindy, on the Nationals, I gave them out yesterday on that run line as well against the Reds. Nationals have been pretty good. Some of these teams have been profitable. We talk about teams like the Orioles, but out of the bad teams that have made you money, the Nationals are that team. They're the ones that end up winning the games as the biggest underdogs when they need, they haven't been good, obviously, but they've pulled off enough wins as getting enough money this season that they've been profitable. Nats first 5 for Dre. Scotch has got a premium. He's got a Scotch lock here on the over. Man, this number's tight for everything's tight on this game for me. Solo on the Nats. Ray Otachi, Nats team total over. And Ron's going to lean Philly. Bionic Philly. And here is, Burley says the Nationals are a hot run line team. Price seems fair. They are good. You have Williams, the thing about you talk about the Nationals again, Williams is kind of one of those guys that he's been the pitcher when the Nationals need a consistent effort. He averages a quarter of a unit a game profit. Ray Harris here today on the over. Phillies money line 4K. I actually think that Phillies might be a little bit of the value here. Omar on the over as well. Man, you guys are hot on this over. Reported Steam came in on the over. And all right. And this one, I'll take the over with the crew. This is one where I'm going with the chat. Mindy,
Yeah.
it's my
Tip
pick.
the chat. Tips and scales.
Look, the way I have this one listed was, you liked the Nationals giving down the run line. My fair price for this is about $2.40. So looks like it's run out of value there just a slight bit, and my price on the total is right about where it stands right there. And you said it was as high as 10.
Yep.
That to me says, the pullback was lower then, but I did see an overnight price of 9 over 30 as well. So it's kind of run the gamut a little bit. I'll just go with the chat. Okay, thanks. Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat. Good work out of you guys.
Ron's ready for the NBA to come back already.
What do we got to wait? A couple months? October? When does it start?
I don't, Halloween.
Halloween, okay.
I don't think they've changed much it's always, right around there.
Okay.
Although I've thought about it. The NBA is one sport that maybe could use a little bit of an adjustment in their schedule, pushing it up a little bit. I don't know. Oh man, Jimmy, you don't have to do that. I'd owe us some. I'd be broke after yesterday. All right. Mindy will take Nationals run line. I don't mind that. I'll take the over. Marlins and Reds with Yuri Perez on the road as a favorite. Okay, whatever. They've forgotten about the Cincinnati Reds. Look, I know Yuri Perez. Maybe everyone gets excited when this guy's out there. He's been the real cookie so far. No reason to think he's not going to be outstanding with his starts. Seeing what he's done so far. And the Miami Marlins are 135, 10.5 under 15.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those that Brandon Williams has kind of not been, in my eyes, great. I think Cincinnati does have the home field advantage here. And I just kind of feel like the Marlins, they're the ones with a little bit more to prove. The Marlins did go ahead and win this one last time. But I don't know if things are going to change here or not. It's going to be a tough one. I think there's a lot of conflicting data here in this game for me, right? So I'm going to go ahead, though. I'm going to take the home team. I'm kind of just basically giving it off of the edge there because other than that, all things have kind of been the same on their splits. Perez, 4.36 ERA. Brandon has 4.42 ERA. They each strike out 7 guys per 9 innings, each walk 3 guys per 9. Each give up a homer a game. This one is so close. There isn't really a whole lot of edge. Look at the bullpen ERA, 4.2 to 4.1. The Reds are scoring 4.79 to 4 runs of offense for the Marlins. I'm going to go ahead and just lean a little bit here to the Reds. I'll probably just go ahead and take them on the run line here. It's sitting at about minus 140. Give me a little bit of room in a game that I think is literally a toss-up here.
These are the ones I like where, you got a short home price and on the run line, they're very reasonable, $1.35, $1.40, whatever you said. I'm going to do that for sure in this one. I would have, I don't mind the money line too as a home dog here.
Sure.
With Williamson. There is some of the other, like the way you termed it, the conflicting data, because Williams has been just okay. He's a rookie. He's been fine, actually, considering. Butterscotch talking about those 6 straight losses, averaging, allowing 10 runs per game. We know the Marlins, their offense is improved, but it's not, through the roof, is it? So there's support for Miami here, but I like the Reds as a home underdog. I think this might be type of series. Look, the Reds are still, this is these are very important now all of a sudden because the Reds have come back back to the pack a little bit.
Gotta fight the Cubs off now.
Charles says maybe the over, and I would say, I tried the over yesterday, and I was a little bit disappointed. Went premium yesterday, and it never got there. But probably going to do it again. That's the way I feel. With the Reds giving up all their – Miami's 2-7 in their last 9 games right now. So Perez – I think they either moved him up or felt like it was supposed to be Garrett in here. No, I mean, it's Perez. We know that. But Thomas is on the Reds as well. Hello, Thomas.
Good morning.
All right. I'm going to take the Reds on the run line for sure. I like it on the run line. Yeah, I like it on the run line. I'm worried about the Reds. I want them to continue to do well here. Maybe, not at the Marlins' expense necessarily, but for Yuri Perez's success, I don't want him as a road favorite. He's been good, no doubt. 2.36 ERA and 11 starts for this guy. Pretty good. Twins and Tigers with Lopez here going. Pablo Lopez, $1.60 now, 8.5 under 20.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be going Twins here. We got Joey Wentz. He's struggling at home. 6.37 ERA. Also 6.18 ERA there at home. Not terrible. Only gives up a 326 slugging percentage, but only an 18% K rate compared to Lopez, where he's sitting at 37.1 versus this Tigers team. So I will go ahead and take the Twins at about minus 160 here.
All right, road favorite, Twins minus 160. Yeah, I tried the Tigers yesterday after the pitching change. Went down yesterday when Erasmo got the start. Tampa Bay still end up crushing them with that big first inning against Manning. Everybody was saying, Manning, big trouble. And I tried to go with them, but wow, that total going up 8.5 now. Reported Steam came in on the under. I'm going to be on the under in this one with the Twins and the Tigers. Mindy will take the Twins. I'm just not comfortable with them as a road favorite here necessarily. Lopez has been better, no doubt about it. Twins need these games big time. They've won 5 of their last 6. When the Detroit's lost 6 of Wentz's last 7 starts. If it was, it would never be probably lower than this. But Mindy on the Twins, I'm on the under. Feel just uncomfortable with them as a road favorite here. I know it's going to be a lot of Twins support.
Yep,
in the
that's
chat.
the way it looks.
Yeah, Fernando and Ron and Dre. I should just be totally on the Twins with you guys because of what the chat says. And I have it rated relatively close. I promise you, if it was, I want to say like 135 or 140, I guess it would never be that. So probably should get with the program with you guys. Solo says Nerfy. Lopez has allowed a run in the first inning in 7 of 22 starts, while Wentz has allowed a first inning run in 6 of 15 starts. It's all Twins, you guys. I should just hop on there with you, but I'm going to go with the under here today at 8.5, under 20. Braves and Strider, Pirates and Osvaldo Beto. Braves here, 275, 8.5 over 15.
Well, of course I got to be on the Braves today. I mean, maybe Atlanta. I mean, maybe Latifah is going to sit out this one here with Atlanta. But yeah, it's Ron's favorite guy. We got Spencer Strider here on the mound. Just been exceptional. 2.93 ERA versus Beto. That's been not so great, right? 8.4 ERA there at home, 5.18 overall. But this looks like a real lopsided one here today for Atlanta. Still got to pay a lot here, even on the run lines, sitting at minus 170. But
Yeah, too
I
much.
think that's good.
Too much. So I'm going to find a way to Pittsburgh, even if I have to take
Right.
three runs. I don't know. But actually, I don't know. Maybe there is some value to the Braves here at 275. 260 might be my tipping point. I'm not going to lay $1.70 run line on the road. I know it's going to be a popular play with the chat. I'm going over in this one. And with Beto in there, the Pirates have gone over in 12 of their last 17. Braves have gone over in 6 of their last 9. And Braves should stomp. Everything's going great in Braves land. Butterscotch will lay 2.5. Latifah's worried, Braves with that record, man. Ron's got a little Atlanta action. Hanger laying 2.5. Everybody loves the Braves here. Willing to lay big numbers here. The Solo's willing to come in on the Bucks. Art Thomp's on the over. Latifah's on the over. Burley Braves and over. Bionic on the Braves. Everybody loves Strider.
That's right. He's pretty decent.
All right, Mindy on the Braves run line. We'll find a play here. We'll find some plays. No need to. I won't say it like that. There is a need. Oscar's just got. Let me guess. I'm gonna say Braves team total over, but maybe
not so much.
Oscar, nice to see you again. I think Oscar's been here hanging with us. Yeah, everybody's laying the Braves. I'm gonna find a way. Even if I have to take 3.5 runs, I'm probably gonna be on the Pirates. I don't know. Cubs and Mets. Drew Smiley here is on the road. Mets are favored with Kodai Senga. Mets still favored over what? Okay, maybe Senga's good. 115, 9 under 15. Wow, this total has gone up like a whole run.
Goodness gracious. All right, you guys. Don't be mad, but I like the Mets today. I really like Senga. He's good. Ramon kind of alluded to it there a little bit. And you know that I'm down on Smiley, right? I dropped him off my fantasy team. He struggled with his ERA. It's been like over 7 or so in his last 5 starts. It's one of those that I just feel like the pitching here goes to the Mets. And I'm hoping they get enough done here with scoring runs because I know the Cubs can do it. I think Senga, though, keeps them down. When you get to that bullpen, it's not too bad. 4.28 here for the Mets, 3.92 for the Cubs. It's not like the Cubs are great either, Ramon. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mets here on the money line.
The Cubs are great to a certain extent right now because of, they're in it. There's excitement. Let's see here.
Hell no, Mindy.
It's gonna be Veto City, Mindy. I'm on the Mets.
Right, I know. Hey, I get it.
I'm on the Mets.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying we're
Veto City.
No, we're vetoing the chat,
Okay.
and we're gonna take a stand, Mindy and I, with the Mets here. I believe it because, Smiley has an 8.35 ERA in his last 4 starts, and the Cubs have won just 3 of his last 10 starts. The Cubs are on they're on a roll. Shannon's with us.
I see a lot of what the hell is going on, Mindy and Ramon.
Latifa's lost her mind. Latifa thinks you've lost your mind.
Right?
Boy, on me
Perhaps.
over.
Perhaps.
They have, but they folded. They folded. 0-6 since the trade deadline.
They've been making dumb mistakes, though. Like, it's been, like, pretty bad.
Well, that's what happens when you give it,
When you kind of throw in the towel, yeah,
for
I
sure.
suppose.
But
Right.
this one's going to have high variance. Look at that. You see the total already. This one's going to, not get tipping my hand on the premiums, but this one's, it just feels like it's going to get a little goofy. I think Single will have a good start, but you said the Mets bullpen. I don't know if they're any good. And I think what we're going to end up seeing is a situation where, that the bullpens end up maybe deciding it, but maybe Senga gives them enough cushion. So Blake says, wow, I think he's talking about us picking this.
Yes. They
Everybody
all
shaking their heads. We're the
Hey,
professional.
It's our Friday. We feel a little crazy about things today. It's our Friday. Oh, funny.
Yeah. Well, no doubt. I mean, come on, Scotch. This is one game and this is baseball. But,
Yeah, who knew Tim Anderson had the glass jaw? Jeez.
Well, I think the thing with we did talk about it in yesterday's show, but man, Tim Anderson better look. He's already had, I don't know. He's a great player had a great career. Maybe he's even underachieved slightly in his career.
Always.
Unfortunately, unless something happens, he's going to be remembered for this. That's too bad. He's going to be remembered for getting dropped. Right. Mindy and I are on the Mets. Someone's got to be on them.
Yeah, might as well be us.
Well, us and
couple folks out there. Vegas is on them.
Shannon.
Yeah, see, there we go.
It's embarrassing too, but you're looking for spot. The Mets are not gonna, lose their last 50 games in a row. Butterscotch. But I love the way that the Cubs are doing, no doubt about it. But Smiley better be on.
Warning: do not take the Mets.
He's got sirens there. We get it, Ray. We know all the hazards of this today. But that's our first pick.
Well, we got the Reds on the run line, so this is number 2. This is number 2.
Okay.
All right.
Cole Reagan's here for the Royals. Brian Bello. Red Sox, $1.90. Total 10.
Well, let's take the Royals on the run line here today in Boston. They like to play there. I mean, they've now won 7 of their last 8 games here. Scored 22 runs in 3 games? I mean, geez, they're like hot right now. Boston's bullpen keeps struggling. That's a thing that I worry about. I mean, the Royals are just churning out runs, I think, versus good teams, even though they may not, get the job done, especially during the Phillies there. But yeah, I kind of feel like Reagan's has done a really good job here on the mound. So only giving up 1 run here in 2 starts. So I'm going to go Kansas City here on the run line today.
Yeah, 11 innings so far for Reagan's, the left-hander. Should have had him up there early. Should have had him up here all season. Royals have won 7 of 9. It's been absolutely
7
terrific
of 9.
here.
Sorry.
Bello is starting to come back down to earth a little bit. 5.59 ERA in his last 5 starts, but the Red Sox have won 7 of his last 9 starts. Red Sox struggling here, having lost 7 of 8. It's the hot Royals and the cold Sox.
Yeah, it wasn't like that just so long ago.
Well, at 10, I like the under. I'm coming in with the under. 10.5 would have been a premium. 10's not going to be a premium. Take the under in this one. Both of Reagan's starts have gone under. Let's see what the chat says here.
There's a lot of Royals support there. It's exciting, and the under.
Yeah, Ron, thanks for that Saskatchewan game. Saskatchewan winning at home. Yeah, Latifah said it was exciting. It was a good game last night. Kind of saved the evening there with some action. Run on the Royal. He'll add a little bit there. Kansas City money line for Scotch. Royals getting big support here.
Yeah, a lot more than I thought, actually.
Yeah, well, I think we saw Verdugo get benched. I want to say about time, but you need this guy to be, you need this guy to be doing something. Feel like Ron. I don't know if I'm going to be into the baseball here with some of this. Okay. All right, thanks, you guys. Mindy on the Royals run line. I'll take the under. Here's the Blue Jays with Hyun-Jin Ryu making another start against Williams here. Gavin Williams. Blue Jays, $1.30. 9 under 20.
All right, so we have Ryu. I don't have anything for him so far on those splits. So I'm going to go ahead and be on the Guardians here today. I'm going to take them on the run line. They're sitting at about minus 152 on the run line. They've won 3 of their last 5 home games now again. So for me, I'm just kind of chalking this one up to being at home, a little bit better bullpen. I know the Blue Jays can score more runs, but I kind of feel like starting pitching here, I'm still going to give the edge to Gavin Williams here. So we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, Toronto's bullpen's just been really inconsistent. Guardians really need to work hard to stay in this one with the Twins. I'm going to go ahead and take the Guardians here on the run line.
Okay, this is one I'll get behind as well at $1.35 or so. Give me the extra run and a half, and I'm in with you with the Guardians here. They are struggling again. Now, they're sliding. They're slipping fast. They need to win these games, especially against teams like the Blue Jays. Guardians have lost 7 of their last 9. Toronto's won 4 of 5. Yeah, Ryu had the one start so far at home. Allowed 4 runs in 5 innings, so it wasn't a good start. Toronto lost that game. I'm going to be with you here. Take the Guardians minus $1.40-ish. Maybe we can get a little bit cheaper, but I want to take a run and a half with Williams here. 3.37 ERA, 2.5 ERA in his last 4 starts without a win because of that Guardians offense. So that's what you got to worry about, that the Blue Jays will, still hit. But Guardians need it. All right, here comes some. Here's Cleveland here with Shannon and Dre. Jays first 5. Bionic on the Jays. Cleveland run line here. JD's on the under. Thomas is on the under. Ron will take the Jays. Mindy and I say take Cleveland plus 1.5 here against the Blue Jays.
That's right. Latifah's going to win big tonight. Can feel it.
Okay. The Rockies and Brewers here. The Brewers with 225, 8.5 under 20 with
goodness.
Peralta, yeah.
Well, I feel like I got to go ahead and take the Rockies here. I mean, minus 239. That's a bunch, Ramon. That's a bunch for me. Almost too much here. Again, I feel like, Lambert, he's sitting here at 2.13 ERA, 25 innings pitched here thus far. And you have Peralta. He's the one sitting at the 4.06 here at home. I'm going to go ahead and take this Rockies team. He's been, Lambert, I can't say enough good things about him. He's been really, really good. And the Brewers, I just think, just not consistent enough, even though I know we've been on them a couple times here. But I think the Rockies can stay in this one with starting pitching.
Yeah, I think people will look at Lambert and see the 5 ERA, but the last 4 starts, 2.45 ERA. Freddie's been pretty good of late too, but um, I kind of the price is okay to me, and I'm gonna be with you here. I'll take the Rockies plus a run and a half. I think the price is probably settled correctly. I did see a higher number, but I'll join you with the Rockies here.
Yeah,
Lambert,
everyone's a little testy with the Brew Crew.
but yeah, they've lost 8 of 12 right now, and this is not the time. Right, this is not the time. So they got an opponent they can beat here, but
maybe not today.
They're gonna play down to him a little bit. Is Jeremy on the Rockies? Butterscotch will take the run line. Fernando's on the over. Shannon's on the run line. Jimmy's on the run line. I mean, if Fernando says no, then hey, Michael's here, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Thompson.
And he likes the Rockies in this one. Respect, Michael. I mean, we're not important. Not going to set your get up early. Whatever you're doing your day, work or whatever your responsibilities are. Michael, he joins us when he joins us. Dre says Colorado and under. Colorado run line.
Just around this time every day, huh?
Yep. We're not Good Morning America. All right, we'll take the Rockies here. Hey, I'm all about taking these run lines, I guess. What a square I am.
When you're like a change of heart here.
I'm just Mr. Square run line, yeah. Oh, yeah, the run line. Worst bet in baseball. I'm on it every game. I love it.
Oh, funny.
All right, the Yankees with Garrett Cole on the road here. $1.65, 7.5 over 20 against Dylan Cease. A little bit of a pitching mismatch here. Looks like Cease never got it together this season.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is one that the Yankees should just win, but I'm not real confident in that, especially the way that the bats have been looking, right? I mean, oh, man, I don't think I can do it. I mean, I feel like the White Sox have been putting up a lot of runs here as of late, also taking it to who they just play, the Guardians, right? Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and just take the under here. I am having a hard time coming out with who I think is actually going to win this game. So I'm going to go ahead and go under. I think that's kind of the safer bet here with these two pitchers. I'm expecting Cease to have a better than normal game here at home. So going to go under the total.
I am too. He's been a disaster, right? Maybe there was some trade deadline. Maybe he was worried or whatever, but he has an 8 ERA in his last 3 starts. And Cole's been absolutely outstanding of late. Let me see on this total. It's still 7.5. All right, Mindy on the under here. I'm gonna take the White Sox on the run line, another run line.
That's kind of where I want to go, Ramon.
I did too. Well, I'm gonna. There's not much to. It's hard to substantiate with any numbers in this game. I've just got, the Yankees not playing clutch.
Right.
Basically, Cole's been awesome. I mean, he's a 1.71 ERA. Nothing I can say or do is going to change the fact that Cease has an 8 ERA in his last 3 starts and Cole has an ERA under 2. But I'm going with the White Sox here. I'm contrarian today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that play. I think this is the toughest game I think out there for me today.
With that White Sox, funny you guys talk. Or you think Anderson had a glass jog because the way he went down, and then to be stumbling like that, he really got socked. He was like,
yeah,
that was like and you could see why the player. Who's the big guy that carried him? Basically he had to have a concussion, so you don't want him going back out there and fighting more. Who was it? Berger? No, who grabbed him and
Yeah, I
took him
don't know
off
who
the
that was.
field? But he obviously had a concussion. You don't want him going out there fighting anymore. Solo's with me on the White Sox. Mindy's on the under here. Scotch has a nerfy here in this game as a Scotch lock.
Yeah,
Cole
Shannon Moore likes a nerfy. I think Ron likes a nerfy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Cole's allowed a first inning run in 6 of 23 starts. That's might be a bit of a surprise. But Cease has allowed a first inning run in 5 of 23 starts. So these guys are both a little under 20 there. Let's see. 22, 23%. Under for Burley. Yankees run line for Thomas. Bionic on the Bombers.
It was Vaughn, is what Ray Harris said.
It was Vaughn. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take him today, JD. I'm going to give Cease one shot. I'm taking the White Sox here. All right.
All right.
I'm on some sides. The Giants and Angels here with Logan Webb on the road. He's favored $1.15, 8.5 under 15.
Geez, what happened to the Angels? All right, getting swept by this Mariners team here. I'm gonna go ahead and go on. I'm gonna go on Webb here today. I think they get it done here again on the road. The Angels are just struggling with inconsistency. I feel like they should be doing better than what they have. We know the Angels can give up a lot of runs out of the bullpen there as well. But here's the thing that worries me the most. Ramon Sandoval gives up an .877 slugging percentage versus the San Francisco Giants. Give me the Giants here today.
All right, Mindy says take the Giants in this one on the road with Webb at $1.15 or so. Yeah, Wood 4.83 ERA. Giants have won 7 of 11. The Angels, El Foldo, they've lost 8 of 10. They, made deals at the deadline. We're not done. We're going to see this one through. And now they, big disappointment. I don't want to lay the Giants here on the road, though. Man, they're just a 500 team on the road. See what the chat says here. I'll probably be on the total. Let's see.
Looks like we got a couple 2-3 unders.
Okay. Chiquia's on the Giants. It's going to be a lot of Giants. Jimmy's on the Angels, though.
Yep. Bionic on the Giants.
Okay. And
Michael Thompson. Giants and under. There we go.
All right. Reported steam came on the over. It's probably going to weigh. I'm going to go, the bullpen situation. Is that what it is? Ugh. Angels have gone under in 9 of their last 12. The Giants have gone under in 14 of their last 18. Sandoval's gone under in 9 of his last 12 starts, I want to say. Man. All right. I'm going to go over 8.5. I'm this steam here in this one.
Friday, Ramon.
Butterscotch on the Giants. And they're with the Rangers and the Athletics. Dane Dunning, 205, 8.5, over -125 here. Rangers, big road favorite.
I think the Rangers. I just think the Rangers get it done. I mean, you got first place in hitting versus last place in hitting. You don't have a good pitcher on the mound here today for Oakland, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Rangers on the run line to end our day.
All right, Mindy says take the Rangers here on the road against the A's. When do we know when it's time to be on the A's?
Maybe when Blackburn pitches. That's about it, right?
Well, that's what everybody says anyway, right? Okay, yeah, Dunning, just a 4.37 ERA in his last 4 starts, but Waldichuk has been pretty bad. He's got 6.5 ERA this season. Check out the chat, see what's going on. Rangers
I
here.
bet you can guess.
Yeah, it's all Rangers, right?
Yeah.
It's just going to be a matter of can I do it at $1.30?
You can do it. You can do it. Scotch lock
$1.
today, Ramon.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's it.
You
It's
guys
official.
watching these swinging A's, you guys? Got him on the Scotch lock. Oh my goodness.
Is Ramon gonna give us a 5-pack? I'm rooting for him. He's like, yeah, why not? I'll be on 4 run lines today.
Yeah, I'm on the under.
All right. Couldn't pull the trigger. Funny.
I'm on the under in this one with the Rangers and A's. We got 4 picks.
Too funny. Well, hey, we got as many as Ron liked, right? He's like, it's like I only like about 4 picks.
Yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe it's me that needs the day off.
Regroup. We'll just regroup, reload.
Especially with these contrarian sides today. That's Monday, though. That's it's not a handicap to say it's Monday, but I and you talk about some of the trends, days of the week type of thing. Oh, they're this record for me Monday it is a day where I do look for sometimes the unexpected results, but not as a broad brush handicap. I'm just taking some positions today here. Okay, there's the plays from Mindy.
There we go. We got them.
Reds run line, Mets money line, Guardians run line, Rockies run line.
Looks scary.
Over at Tony'sPicks.com, pick up our premium picks. Just want to show this to you today. No show tomorrow, Mindy. So
right.
If anyone, depending, we don't know how many plays we're going to have. We're going to exchange some texts. There's a full card tomorrow. And there's WNBA as well, right? Or no, is it Wednesday this?
Yeah, there's WNBA on Tuesday.
Yeah.
None today on Tuesday.
Yeah, five games on Tuesday. So we'll be active on that card, I'm sure. Right here at the top of the All Cappers tab. How about that? Mindy is the morning steam.
There we are.
And how many of her
number
picks?
One algorithmic capper.
Yeah, well, because of our streak here. Check out the numbers. 7 1/4 units over the last 7 days. So tomorrow, if you do want our picks, Mindy will load them up. Now, there is this $99 package as a 3-day package. We will have individual packs. We'll put them as big as we can, whatever we got. If we got, 3 picks, 5 picks, 7 picks, whatever it takes. We'll put individual packages for a little bit less expensive, but you could just make sure you get on board with it here for the $99. But use the promo code TonyT at checkout. It sounds like a lot, $79 for 1 day. When you get them for free, you actually get 3 days. But if you want Mindy's and I's plays tomorrow. Mindy's and I's, is that a thing? Is that a word? So our plays will be right here.
Proper grammar is on that.
Thanks, Jimmy. Okay, everybody. Yeah, so you can pick up our plays tomorrow for the morning steam. Mindy and I will have them on the website. And if you want to make sure you get the plays, Mindy, I think you notice it on Tuesdays we do the morning steam. It sells packages. People are buying our packages because they probably don't watch the show always. It's not going to be as many as our personal premium picks because, we're giving out for free. But on Tuesdays, we're seeing people want these picks. So this is how you get them. Go to the morning steam. You see this package. This doesn't necessarily need to be the one you're going to buy. Mindy will put them up tomorrow, whatever our plays are. We might have a 7-pack for, $30, $35, $40, whatever it is. And that's how you can ensure that you will get our plays on that day off. I just mentioned because if we're hot, if you think we're hot or you want those plays, right? We are hot, obviously, right now. So just want to throw that in there as our little plug today, Mindy. I think that's fair.
Right.
And thanks to our 100 live viewers plus. I don't know how high it got, but appreciate everybody. All right. Great job, great show, Mindy. We'll be back on Wednesday with more morning steam. I'll come at you with some plays maybe in the Discord. I love this tennis. I'm not giving out any premiums right now, maybe until we get to the U.S. Open. Just ready for football this week, and I'll have preseason picks also when we come back. I'll worry about the preseason. Tony's got preseason picks too on his videos, and we'll
I just like Ramon's preseason picks. That's all I do.
We're going to have preseason here, definitely. Coming up tomorrow, the Women's World Cup. Middle of the night action if you're early morning in the East Coast. Jamaica, Colombia, Morocco, and France. Maybe I'll come at you in the Discord with some plays. Thanks a lot, everybody. Great job. Great show. Thank you, everyone, for your patience and time this week. Lovable plays. It's made it.
Right.
And still lovable plays. I mean, I want to steal that actually and make a new and go on a new. If I ever leave and start a new lovable plays in my next handicapping gig. I love that.
All right.
All right. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.